So now we are done working with the min-max report. So next we have to check for the other reports, that is the WNS and TNS report. So let's check the directory structure. So this is the directory structure. Now we are accessing this reports. Okay, so next let me go into the WNS report. I have to access this reports, and how we will be doing that, we'll discuss that. So I have to move out from min-max and go into the WNS, and also the reports, the name of the reports are same except the report type. This is the min-max report, and then in case of WNS it is the WNS report, others the name is same. So how do we do that in TCL? So in TCL what we will do, will be simply assigning, we'll be using regular sub. Okay, regular sub, it performs substitution based on the pattern regular expression. Okay, now in this case what we will be doing, so first what we will do, we have to change the min-max to WNS, and then the report, in the report file, the min-max name to WNS. So let me first set another variable. Okay, so let me name that as file name WNS. So in this case what happened, I have to use regular sub. And how do we use that? Regular sub, I have to change the min-max in dollar report. Okay, in dollar report file or dollar report, yeah, in dollar report, in this dollar report I have to change the min-max to WNS. So what will happen now from this, if I, so let me put only the dollar file name WNS. It perform like here, our regular expression is min-max, so it simply substitute the min-max in dollar report to WNS. Okay, so now we, okay, let's just, let me show you the output first. File name. Now I don't want further processing of my program at present, so I'll just write a continue command. Okay, so let's run this. So here now, so we have moved out from the from the min-max to WNS. Okay, however the report files, the name, now I have to change the min-max into WNS in this case also. So let's do the same thing. So again now I had accessed the report files, and then I had changed the folder from min-max to WNS. Now I'll be using another regular sub. Here I'll be changing again the same thing, only min-max, which is the name. Okay, min-max of the this inside now. Okay, this min-max, now the input for this will be this, instead of the dollar report, as in this case the entire thing will be, which will be the WNS folder. In this case I will change the regular sub min-max to WNS. Okay, so let's see whether it's done or not. So here we are done. So we have changed from the post synthesis from the min-max folder to WNS folder. Okay, so now we have to read these report files. Okay, so now it's easy. We just, the main thing was to change from the min-max report to min-max folder to WNS folder. This is the first thing we will do. No, I won't put that. Let's do the same thing for TNS also. Then we'll move ahead with our work. So set file name TNS. So in case of TNS also, it's the same thing, only min-max has to change to TNS, and the report file also only the TNS I have to change. It's a similar way we'll be doing. So regular substitution, what it does, it performs substitution based on the regular expression which we have provided. So it substituted min-max in the dollar report to WNS, and the min-max inside the WNS, the folder, it has changed the report, the name of the report from min-max to WNS. Okay, so in this case what we'll do, regular sub. In this case what we'll do, we'll change first the min-max from dollar report dollar report to TNS. Okay. Okay, this is the first thing. The next thing, we have to change the name, right? So regular sub from min max 2 of this to TNS. Okay, so let's put this only at present, only the TNS. Okay, so let's see. So here we are able to access the WNS and TNS folder, okay, and the reports files, and we'll be doing the further processing now. After that, it's similar, so we'll move on ahead and we'll go on with the process. Okay, next I have opened this file name WNS. One, it's read report 1. I have opened it in the read mode. Let's do the same thing for the TNS also, and then we will access the first the read report 1, and then we'll access the read report 2. File name underscore TNS in read mode. Okay, so next, first let's access the read report 1. Did I make mistake, Nana? Open file name WNSR. Okay, so let's do that. So now let's go. Now while we have to get the read report 1 line to -1, then we will set a pattern, set pattern 3 equal to WNS. Okay, now after this we'll check if I had not closed the bracket. Now if this is a simple way we have done, you can do in a different way also. This is what I had done. Regular expression dollar pattern 3 matches dollar line, that is WNS is found in dollar line. Then let me set a variable. Oh, I forgot open and close braces. So open and close braces. So let me set a variable. I'll set worst negative slash. Okay, now let's check the report once. So we have to go to the dollar reports file. So here it is, output directory, post layout WNS. Just want to show you the report. So in this case, what happened, we will find the WNS, and then we have to access the first element, right? Zeroed and then first element. We'll do it directly. Okay, so I have the L index dollar line, the first element. Then let me put set if it will be printed or not. Dollar. I hope it works. Somehow I missed. However, we have access to values. I missed close braces. Okay, what was the error? What error did it show? Not this. Let's rerun it. Invalid command. Is there an extra close braces? Let's check. So this is while fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Next, this is for the while, and this is it. This one extra gap. So let's see. So now we got the was negative slack. Okay, so now at this point we will also find the failing endpoint. Okay, in case of setup slack, the failing endpoints are basically we check if there are now the was negative slack. We are checking for the worst the setup slack, the values for the worst case. Now in this case, for the failing endpoint, we will check if the worst negative slack is negative. Okay, then we will set the value as 1, which indicates that we have a failing endpoint. However, if there is however, if the value is equal to 0, then in that case we simply will put it as a dash. So at this we have to do another if. We'll be doing if our if our dollar was negative slack is less than 0. Okay, because as you can see, the values out here are 0 or less than 0. There's no value which is greater than 0. Okay, so values, it can be either less than 0 or negative or positive, but however we don't have any. So if it is less than 0, that means negative flag. So in that case, what we will do, we will set, let me get rid of this first. We will so set failing endpoint set failing endpoint 1. Okay, wait, I have to start braces. Forgot that. Did I miss any braces? I'll need another braces. Okay, set failing endpoint is this, else if it is it is equal to 0, and then we have to set failing point, make a dash. Can keep it when in the inverted commas. So let's see what happens. So let me put the failing endpoint out here. We are done. So puts dollar. Let's see what happens. Dollar failing underscore, I forgot, endpoint. I hope it's working. was negative flag, no such variable. So I made mistake in spelling. Yeah, that is capital S. Now this I made as small s. That's what. Let's make this small. So invalid command name. It was negative flag. Oh no, was negative flag we won't do. Let's check the L index part only. If our, that is L index dollar line 1 is less than this. There I got the value. So this is dash dash dash. The first ones are they are equal to 0, then we have the negative values, then the 0 values. We will, when we'll assign these values into the table, we'll get to know the values. So after we are done with this, let's close the report. Sorry, let's close. Dollar read report 1. Okay, so next we have to access the read report 2. So for this case again, while our gets its report 2, as far as I remember, report 2. Now let me get rid of the puts out here because I don't want. Okay, so now while get reports to dollar line is not equal to -1. Okay, then let's close the braces first, and then we'll set pattern 4. Pattern 4, WNS and TNS is same only, so we'll just make it as TNS and do the same thing. Okay, set pattern 4. Now if our regular expression through regular percent, if it matches dollar line, then let's set what name we do. This is total negative slack, total negative slack. The same thing, the value are given in a symbol of mirror. L index dollar line 1. Okay, set, then we'll put this. Let's see. Total negative slack. Okay, so let's rerun this. So here we got the total negative slack too. So now we got all the values which we wanted. Okay, now I had not find a failing point for whole cases because the value as you have seen are positive, so there is no need to do that. So we got all the values. Now let me close first the report. $, report 2. So let's take a look at the table. So this is my table. So next I have to put the WNS, FVP and TNS value. Okay, so next we got all the values. Now finally we simply need to add the values here. So we are done with this. So let's do that. So let's open another data element or cell element. Let that be DD. In this case, first we have to come with was negative slack, right? So in this column was negative slack. Okay, next open another data column, DD, then close it, DD, and then here we want failing endpoint, failing endpoint, and D. Finally we want the last column, which is the total negative slack. So dollar total, sorry, negative slack. Okay, let's see where that table is. So now all the values we have gotten. Look, FVP for the negative one, it is 1, and for the 0th one is 0. So we got all the values. Okay, now this is the table for the post synthesis thing, and similarly we will be doing the same thing for the CTS and the layout stage. Out here now I will not be repeating the same thing again. Out there I'll simply copy paste the program and make the necessary changes. Okay, before this we have to write it within this. So let's do this. So next, for the post CTS and the post layout stage, I had simply copy pasted the table from this point onwards. Okay, where for the rest of the table I had simply changed the title, okay, I mean static timing analysis post CTS, and then had changed the location from where we are reading the report file. Okay, so that is what I had done, and rest is the same only. Okay, so here for the post CTS we had done that. It simply changed the title, because we obviously from up till here to we need, because that is the format of the table till this point. Okay, now within the body and the table tag we have to complete our table. Okay, that is what okay, so this is what we had done. Okay, I had copy pasted this, and then I had changed here. I don't think I did not change anything else except for the for this for the report file from where I need to read the reports. This is for post CTS, the same thing I had done for post layout. Okay, I simply changed the title to post layout. Okay, and then the report from where we need to report read the report file, that location is changed and rest is same. Okay, so let's rerun this once and see what will be our output. Okay, let me open another tab. Sorry. Okay, so it is this message program 2.tickle. We are done. So let's see what is our output. Okay, we are done. Let's see here. So here now the table for our table is completed. We have the post synthesis stage table, the post CTS stage table, and post layout stage table. As you can see, the values are different for post layout and post CTS stage and the post synthesis stage. So I will not be talking about the values, because here my main aim was to generate the report table. Okay, so let's just check one report table, the same report table for each stages. This is the post synthesis stage, this is the post layout stage or post CTS stage, and this is the post layout stage. Okay, Now, so as you can see, I'll not be talking much about all these, but just check the values. This let's check the whole stack itself. This is for the case of I think post synthesis. Then we have this is the post CTS stage. You can see the value is different, and this is for the post layout stage. You can check the values and just take a look at the timing reports. Okay, so now we are done with this. However, okay, our main aim was to the generation of our HTML table is done. However, we had decided to include some styling in our table. Okay, and here, as I had shown earlier, I wanted a empty row before the start of the next table. So how we do that, and styling portion, let's just take a look at it. Now for the styling portion, I had got that from my mentor, and let's just discuss briefly about it. Okay, now to include the style, we have to use the style tag. Okay, and we will put that, obviously we have to put this into the report. Okay, we have to use this open and style tag, and then just a bit we'll discuss. Okay, here so here, as you can see, there inside the style tag also there is body. For the body, these are the different styling which we had included. Okay, in this case, the font family, this is what they have written, but okay, in case, let's just check few of them. Okay, and here in case of body A hover, this is nothing but the A tag which we had used for hyperlink. Whenever we hover into the hyperlink part, it should show yellow, and the background color for the hyperlink, it is lavender. We'll check that. Okay, now this is for the table portion. As you can see, this was for the body portion, and this is for the table portion. We had used H1 H2 tag, and for the H1 tag, this is the font family, and it's the same for in case of H2 tag also. The value also, I had not actually, there are color codes, I had not gone through the color code. So these are the color code. Most probably this color code represent black, but you can please take a look, because this one is just I'm just guessing. Okay, so after that, this is this I had not checked what it is. This tear and a child, or okay, maybe this is for the even portion, the color. This is what the color code, please take a look at it. And this is for the odd portion, this is the color code. We'll see, that means for the different rows, I think for the different rows, in case of the even and odd, there will be different colors. Okay, for each of the row, and there will be an error in case of if there is any error, so it will be denoted by red. So this is the close style tag. Okay, so now this is the styling part, though I have not this is briefly I have said, and actually I have just simply copy pasted this. Okay, so now we are done with the styling. So next is we wanted to merge the columns before the title of the next table. Okay, for that we have to obviously put it into the dollar report. And what are that, what we have to put first is, obviously we have to open the, we have to access the particular row, this row. Then we have, this is within this, we have to do close row, open row, close row. Then here the cell elements, for that we will be using, as we have seen for merging, we use the call span, and we have 9 columns, so we are doing that. And also for the and we also have to include the line break tag. Okay, the line break tag, it is given by open and close BR. I mean this is the line break tag, and however it is an empty tag, so it does not contain a closing tag. Okay, so this is the BR tag, line break, and then we have to close the cell element. Okay, so this is done. We have done the same thing for the post layout stage. Okay, now so let us save this and escape, and then see our output, which will be our final output. Okay, so we are done with this. Run this, and then so let's check our final table. Okay, it's open. So here, this is our final table. Our styling is included. You can see that as you had seen in the styling, there was even and odd color code. Okay, so you can see there are different color code for the even and odd numbers. Okay, I mean even and odd rows. Okay, so this is done, and then we had also include the color code for the H1 and H2. There was I think the color code which we had taken, it basically represents the black color, I think, because this is the font for the H1 and H2 tags. Okay, and also we had included the styling for our hyperref. Okay, so when we hover around the hyperref, as you can see, it was written as yellow and the background is lavender, and this is what we are seeing. Okay, and we had also merged the columns before the starting of the next tables. Okay, so this is our final table generated. Yeah, as I said, I will not be talking about the values in this video, as this was only focusing on the tickle programming part. So we are done with the tickle programming for the automatic automation of the static timing analysis of a RISC-V CPU design, where we had done the static timing analysis using OpenSTA, and from the report generated we had created the result table. Okay, so we are done with this. Thank you. I hope you had learned something from the tickle programming part, and in case if you have any issues, like because as you have seen, I had my programs that keep on changing, so you can check the previous videos, okay, to understand it. Okay, so thank you.